PHILTA eyes more local tournaments after success of PH Women's Open. Manila. After the positive feedback and turnout of the Philippine Women's Open, Filipina tennis ace Alex Ila said the country's first WTA tournament serves as a wake-up call for stakeholders to put more effort into developing the sport. Ila said she was happy to be part of the Philippine Women's Open, which she sees as a way to shine the spotlight on the potential of producing local talent. But the WTA number 45 player pointed out the need to address the lack of local tournaments, especially in women's tennis. The Philippine Tennis Association, PHILTA, said it is eyeing to mount more local tournaments to heed this call, amid growing interest in the sport. I also said in one of the interviews, this is part of the ecosystem. One of the challenges when we organize tournaments is that when we organize such tournaments, there are men's, women's, and juniors, PHILTA Secretary General John Ray Tianco said at the end of the Philippine Women's Open. But our problem for women's, there aren't enough players who participate. Now it's different since they got the experience to play here and they saw that there is an opportunity for them to play in big tournaments such as this, he added. Tianco, who is a former tennis player himself, believes the WTA 125 tournament will pave the way for changes in the development of the sport. Normally, after juniors, they go to a different career or a different sport actually. Nagaibang racket sport sila kasi walang opportunity. Now it's different. We really want to promote women's tennis, he said. With the inspiration of Alex, I'm sure more women would play tennis. We're very happy for a lot of our players because they got the opportunity, Tianco shared. With the Philippine Women's Open on a 3-year deal, the return of the tournament to the Rizal Memorial Tennis Center is inevitable. But Tianco believes the courts can and should be used for other tournaments as well. Well, we fixed, thanks to PSC for really funding, resurfacing and fixing, not just the tennis courts, the whole facility. And it's an investment, because after this tournament, we can use it for other tournaments, Tianco said. And not just local tournaments, because we've been using this for local tournaments. Now we can even have, like for juniors, we already have the ITFs here. We can have ATFs, we can have probably the small DTBs, because it's already qualified, it would pass the requirements of those tournaments, he added. Philippine Sports Commission Chairman Patrick Gregorio earlier told ABS-CBN News that they are open to the idea of opening the refurbished Rizal Memorial Tennis Center to the public. The plan is similar to the PSC's earlier move to allow the public use of its track and field ovals in Manila, Pasig City and Baguio City. PHILTA Executive Director Tonet Mendoza likewise told ABS-CBN News the move would be a welcome development especially with the growing interest in tennis. Tianco said they are working with the PSC on the proposal to open the courts for public use. I also discussed with Chairman Pato Gregorio if we could manage the courts like before. Because before it was a public court and a lot of players could just play here. Even not competitive, even our seniors. But now, they go to, I think SACCP na yata sila kasi nagsara ito, Tianco said. Dati kasi public court ito? So, just like what they did in the stadium, Madaming Tumatakbo Dun, it's very lively, buhay na buhay, he noted. PHILTA believes growing the sport in the country goes beyond Ila's influence and hosting high-level tournaments in the country. It boils down to making facilities and the sport itself accessible to the public. It's not just actually winning medals. I think it's part of the President's holistic approach to our healthy lifestyle program that we have to be active. So whether you're a junior player, you want to be a champion, you're a junior player, you want to get into a scholarship abroad, we're here. Or just a club player, or just for health reasons, Tianco explained. So we can hopefully use the facility. Because most of the tennis courts, mostly are for membership. So, this is what we need. Public courts, he added. Megaphone PHILTA eyes more local tournaments after success of PH Women's Open. By your name. The world of Philippine tennis is buzzing with renewed energy, and not just because of another impressive performance by Filipino stars abroad. The Philippine Tennis Association, PHILTA, is pivoting toward a future where local tennis doesn't just survive, but thrives. Buoyed by the success of the inaugural Philippine Women's Open, the governing body is setting ambitious plans to create more local tournaments, broaden opportunities for Filipino players, and connect the sport deeper into communities across the country. Trophy: a landmark moment, the Philippine Women's Open. In late January 2026, Manila made history. For the first time, the Philippines hosted a Women's Tennis Association WTA 125 tournament, the Philippine Women's Open, at the iconic Rizal Memorial Tennis Center. The event drew international competitors, showcased thrilling matches, and brought unprecedented attention to tennis in the country. The tournament wasn't just a sporting event, it was a statement. For years, tennis in the Philippines has struggled to gain mainstream popularity in a sports landscape long dominated by basketball and volleyball. But the enthusiastic crowds, professional organization, and high-level tennis, including players like Colombia's Camila Osorio and Croatia's Dana Vekic, demonstrated that the Filipino public is eager for world-class tennis on home soil. PHILTA Secretary General John Ray Tiangco voiced his pride in the event's turnout, pointing to the tournament as a pivotal success that could help reshape tennis in the Philippines. Direct hit: beyond one event, building momentum. The success of the Philippine Women's Open has sparked a wave of excitement, but PHILTA isn't content to let that momentum fade. Instead, the association is pushing forward with a clear vision to bring more competitive opportunities to Filipino players and fans alike. Here's what that vision looks like. Pushpin: a pipeline of local tournaments. One of PHILTA's first goals is to organize more local tournaments, not just at the elite WTA level, but across various tiers of competition. This includes events for juniors, amateurs, and professionals who are looking to build ranking points and competitive experience. For many local players, opportunities to compete at a high level have traditionally been limited. With more tournaments on home soil, Filipinos won't just have to travel abroad to gain experience, they'll have competitive platforms right here in the Philippines. This is especially crucial for Filipino women players, who often face fewer competitive opportunities compared to their male counterparts. By dedicating resources to more tournaments, PHILTA hopes to create a level playing field where talent can flourish regardless of gender. Pushpin: opening the courts to the public. The Rizal Memorial Tennis Center was a focal point of the Women's Open, but PHILTA wants to make sure the facility serves more than just elite players. The association is planning to work with the Philippine Sports Commission, PSC, to open the courts to the public, transforming the once somewhat exclusive venue into a true home for tennis lovers of all ages and skill levels. Imagine a future where students, weekend players, seniors, and